How to highlight text in Moonreader. Open the book you're reading, find the section you want to mark, and press and hold on any word inside it. After a moment, that word gets selected and two small handles show up on either side of it. Drag those left or right to grow your selection out to however much text you actually want highlighted. Once your selection looks right, a small pop-up shows up above or below it. Up top, you've got 4 T icons and a share icon next to them, and just below those, 5 default colours. Underneath the colours sit copy, highlight, note, dictionary, and more. We'll get to each of those. For now, let's just apply a highlight. Whichever type you use last is already active by default. Either way, you confirm or switch the type by tapping one of the 4 T icons, colour highlight, underline, strike through, or squiggly. Tap the one you want and it's applied to your selection. Here's a quirk worth knowing. Underline, strike through, and squiggly each remember their own last used colour as their new default going forward. Colour highlight is the one exception. To change its default, you have to go through the highlight window, which I'll get to in a bit. If you want to change the colour on something you've already highlighted, tap the highlighted text itself and pick a different colour from the 5. Changing the style works the same way. Say your text is currently a colour highlight and you'd rather it be underlined. Tap the highlighted text, tap the underlined T icon, and the colour highlight is replaced immediately, picking up underline's own default colour rather than keeping the one it had. You can change what those 5 default colours actually are too. Press and hold the one you want to replace, and a colour option window opens, a full picker with RGB sliders if you'd rather dial a colour in numerically, a small colour wheel, 9 standard colours, and a box to type in a hex code if you already know exactly what you want. There's a preview rectangle showing your choice as you go. Tap OK, and that colour gets applied to your current highlight right away because it's also replacing that swatch as your default going forward. Still in that same pop-up, there's a bin icon which deletes the highlight on whatever's selected, and a copy option which copies the highlighted text itself. Next to those is the highlight option which goes a level deeper. Open it and you'll see your 4 highlight type listed top to bottom, each with its own colour bar. This is where you can set an individual default colour for any of the 4 colour highlight included. Below that are 3 more colour bars lined up with the first 3 of your 5 standard colours. Say you want your first standard colour to be a deep red instead. With one of the 4 highlight types above already set to red, tap the first of the 3 bars below it. That doesn't just copy the red into that slot, it swaps the 2 colours. Red moves into your standard colour slot, and whatever colour used to be sitting in that slot becomes the new default for the highlight type you picked it from. So changing one side always changes the other, and over time your highlight types and your 5 standard colours can drift apart from however they started. A few more options live in this same highlight window. Use latest highlight style for text selection. Changes what your selection looks like while you're still dragging it. By default, an active selection always previews in the colour highlight style no matter what you last used. And turning this on makes the preview match whatever type you actually used last instead. Long tap and drag to highlight selected text directly skips the pop-up entirely. With this on, finishing your selection applies your active highlight immediately. No need to tap a T icon afterward. Our magnifier adds a small zoomed in window just above your selection while you're dragging it, so you can actually see what you're selecting. One more option in this window is worth knowing about. Highlighting every instance of a word across the whole book at once. Select a word, a character's name is a good example, open the highlight window and there's an option that reads highlight all that word in this book. Turn it on, choose your type and colour, tap OK, and every instance of that exact word anywhere in the book gets the same highlight applied. Useful because it saves you from manually reselecting and re-highlighting the same name or term every time it comes up. One thing to know before you use it, delete the original highlight this was created from, and every linked highlight across the book gets deleted along with it. Next is note. Tap it and you can start typing right away. Worth knowing, writing a note doesn't replace highlighting. Whatever your current default highlight type and colour are gets applied to the selection the moment you save the note, same as if you tapped a T icon directly. If you also want to attach an image, tap the photo icon. That opens a separate window where you tap the folder icon to browse your file manager or album to pick from your gallery. Select an image, tap save, and it's added. Back in the note, you'll see a bit of text referencing where that image lives. You can attach more than one image and place them before or after your note text however you like. Tap OK and the note is saved. The highlight all in this book option from before works on notes too. Attach a note with or without an image to one instance of a word that way, and the same note and image get attached to every other instance of that word in the book. Once a note's saved, the highlighted text shows a small indicator you can tap, but tapping it only previews the note. It doesn't let you edit anything. To actually edit it, tap the highlighted text itself to bring the main pop-up back up, then tap note again. You can change what that indicator looks like too. Preview the note, tap into the note area, then use the small gear icon at the top. There are 3 built-in styles to pick from, the yellow sticker style box being the default, plus 2 others, and on top of that, an option to use one of your own images as the indicator instead. One thing to know, this isn't set per note because it's a book-wide setting rather than a per note one. Change it here and every note in the book switches to the new indicator at once. Beside note is dictionary. The first time you tap it, you get to a dictionary customization window presenting you with 2 dictionary slots. Dictionary 1, which opens on a single tap of the dictionary button, and dictionary 2 for a long tap. The recommended split is dictionary 1 as your dictionary and dictionary 2 as your translator, and either slot can point to any dictionary app already installed on your device. Here's the thing to know going in. You'll only need to do this once through the dictionary button itself. After that first setup, tapping it just opens your chosen dictionary directly. If you ever want to change what's set for dictionary 1 or dictionary 2 later, you can still access the dictionary customization window by tapping more, then customize. That same customize window also lets you choose and reorder which buttons show up on this pop-up in the first place. The last item on this pop-up we will cover is the share feature. It lets you share your highlighted text as plain text or as a quote image. Tap it, and if you're making a quote image, you can scroll through a few different background styles for it. The image comes with the book title, author and chapter built in by default, but you can turn any of those off. Tap the gear icon at the bottom and untick whichever you don't want. There's also a zoom option for positioning the text on the image. Once it looks right, tap share and pick where it goes. If you'd rather skip the image, there's a share as plain text option in that same window that takes you straight to your usual share menu. So far, everything's been about one highlight at a time. To see every highlight in the whole book at once, you need the bookmarks panel. From inside the book, tap the center of the screen to bring up the reading bar, then tap the last icon, and add either the chapters button or the bookmark button to your bar. Since either opens the same panel, just with a different tab showing first, chapters lands on the chapter list with a bookmark tab to switch to. Bookmark lands straight on that tab. While a highlight marks a specific selection of text, a bookmark marks an entire page with nothing selected. To add one, navigate to the page in your current book you want to bookmark, then access the bookmark panel from there, then tap Add Bookmark from the panel, choose a colour for its indicator and tap OK. The indicator shows up on that page and the bookmark itself lands in the panel's list. That same panel also lets you filter what you're looking at. Tap Bookmark, Note or Highlight at the bottom to show just that type, or tap the arrows next to it to narrow down to one colour. There's a sort option too, ascending or descending, plus a search box if you're hunting for one specific highlight instead of scrolling for it. 2 things left. First, getting everything out of the app in bulk, tap the share button in the bottom left of the bookmark panel and you get 4 options. Export as a text file gives you every highlight and note as plain text, though any images attached to them won't come along, just the text. Then there's share notes and highlight book cover. All it did here was export the book cover with nothing on it so that one looks like a bug rather than a real feature. The last 2, export to file and import to file, use Moonreader's own format, .mrexpt, for backing up and restoring everything. And exporting lets you pick the destination folder through your file manager. That version does keep your images, but only as long as the image files haven't moved since you exported, because it's pointing to their original location rather than copying them in. Last, syncing to Readwise automatically. A fairly recent addition to the app, which is one of the best features in here if you already use it, because Readwise pulls your highlights from different books and sources into one place, so you actually go back and use them. It isn't free, so if you don't already have an account, this part isn't for you. To turn it on, go to the bookmark panel, tap the gear icon and find Share New Highlights and Notes to Readwise automatically. Tap the gear beside that and you'll be asked for your Readwise token. Tap the information icon next to the token field, sign in on the Readwise page that opens, grab your token there and paste it back in. Tap OK, highlight something in Moonreader after that, and it should show up in your Readwise account. That's the whole highlight toolkit in Moonreader.